Okay, now we come to vowel sounds. As you know from last year, a vowel sound is a speech sound which is articulated without obstructing the airflow in the mouth. There isn't any kind of obstruction to the flow of air. There is just a free passage, and the flow of air passes through that passage freely without any kind of obstruction. For all vowel sounds, the soft palate is raised, of course, because we need the flow of air to gather inside the mouth. So when the soft palate is raised, this means that the nasal cavities are closed, no air can escape through the nose. All of the flow of air escapes through the mouth. All vowel sounds are voiced. This means that the vocal folds are active during the production of any vowel sound, except when vowel sounds occur after p, t, or k. So after these three plosive consonants, previously we called them stop consonants, vowel sounds become either partially or completely devoiced, and at the same time they will be produced or released with a slight friction energy. In English, we have 20 vowels. They divide into two main groups, pure vowels and diphthongs. Now, in pure vowels, we have short and long vowels, 7 short vowels and 5 long vowels, while in diphthongs, we have closing diphthongs, 5 closing diphthongs, and the 3 centering diphthongs. So this is the classification of English vowels. Now, the thing we need to know here, all the features that we have just mentioned, like they are all voiced, they are articulated without any kind of obstruction, is that quite enough? We need further or additional criteria according to which vowel sounds could be described in detail. And we have 3 criteria. First of all, tongue height, and then we have the tongue part, and last we have the shapes that a lip can take or lips can take. So by tongue height, the first criterion, the tongue height, we refer to the vertical distance between the surface of the tongue and the roof of the mouth, which is the palate. And between these two extreme points, when the tongue settles at the floor of the mouth, over this height between the palate and the roof of, the floor of the mouth, the tongue can move at different heights along this vertical distance. So sometimes it could be very close to the palate to produce vowels like e, or it could be what? It could be very close to the floor of the mouth at the bottom to produce a fully back vowel like ah. Maybe a little bit open or a little bit higher than open mid or. So this is what is meant by the tongue height. There is a vertical distance between the palate and the floor of the mouth, over which or along which the tongue could be moved at different heights or at different points. The second criterion, tongue part, right here, it refers to which part of the tongue is responsible for the production of a particular vowel sound. For example, if I say or if I pronounce e, e, o. Now, for all these vowel sounds, which part of the tongue is responsible for their production? So we need to indicate or specify which part is responsible for the articulation of a particular vowel sound. If we are using the front area of the tongue, we say this is a front vowel or describe it as a front vowel like E. If we are using the back area of the tongue, we are going to say this is a back vowel like O. If we are using the central area of the tongue, we can say this is a centering or a central vowel like the hesitation sound. So according to this, the tongue artificially or virtually is divided into three main areas. Front area, this is number one. Number two, we have the central area in the middle of the tongue. And we have the last area, which is called back area of the tongue. So we have a front, center, and back area of the tongue. So it is very important to mention at which area a vowel or a specific vowel is articulated. The third criterion is the shapes or the possible shapes that lips can take. So lips could be spread. They could be slightly spread, moderately spread, or exaggerately spread, like in E, or slightly spread, like eh. They could be rounded, either strongly rounded, like in O, or moderately rounded, like in U. They may not take a definite shape, and they will be neutral shape of lips. Like when we produce central vowels like schwa, and the hesitation sound, this is the long schwa. So in this case, the lips do not take a definite shape. They are not rounded, they are not spread. Okay? In addition to the general features that vowels share together, and the criteria that we have just mentioned, I mean the tongue height, tongue part, and the shapes that lips may take, phoneticians tried to give a more detailed description of vowel sounds in any language, not only in English. So therefore, they devised a set of standard vowels called cardinal vowels. Cardinal vowels. Only very well experienced phoneticians can pronounce them. They do not belong to any particular language. They are universal vowels, okay? And according to these universal vowels or cardinal vowels, as they are called by phoneticians, we can describe, for example, the vowels of English or the vowels of Arabic, of the vowels of Spanish language, because they do not, I mean, the cardinal vowels, they do not belong to a particular language. They are non-language specific. They are universal.